In an effort to address concerns surrounding property insurance in West Palm Beach, Mayor Keith James held a high-profile roundtable discussion today. Jade Jarvis is live in West Palm Beach tonight with the solutions discussed. Jade?
Well, Felicia, Mayor James says even though he is limited in what he can do in his position, the goal of this discussion is to identify common challenges and explore potential solutions in order to provide relief to local home and business owners.
I wanted to use my power to convene, to bring people together, whether it's from state senate, state house, from representative of the insurance industry, just bring folks together to see if we can engage in a constructive dialogue.
So our role is to be there for you.
Each of those roundtable guests weighing in on Florida's property insurance crisis and what can be done to alleviate the burden for Floridians. State leaders sharing what they've done on the legislative side.
What we did is we strengthened the standards for bad faith claims, and we cracked down on insurance companies. What I mean is we cracked down on insurance companies in the way they handle claims and how fast they've got deadlines now and how fast they have to respond for a claim.
And what they believe still needs to be done as Florida's state-backed insurance company, Citizens Insurance, continues to grow at a historic pace.
The top three things we haven't done or we need to deal with: number one, this idea of roofers; number two, as it relates to insurance in the state of Florida. Some of these companies, we need to put them under oath as we discuss what's going on, because they get a number of benefits, and these executives are taking these benefits. And the third thing I would say is to address it with consumers and the insurance companies in the same room so that we are able to benefit everybody.
Sal Faso, a West Palm Beach resident who says he approached James with the idea for this roundtable, says his homeowner's insurance policy has doubled from $4,000 a year to $8,000 a year.
Before an insurance company comes in, I think there ought to be a process, maybe there is and I'm not aware of it, that interviews the company. What are your objectives here? Why are you coming into Florida when everybody's leaving? You know, how long do you intend to be here? What's your financial strength? What do you got to be able to cover it?
Now, while the city can't do anything about the cost of insurance premiums, Mayor James says the city does have some programs that can help homeowners strengthen and better protect their homes. Live in West Palm Beach, Jade Jarvis, WPBF 25 News.